What's going on, everyone? Juicebacks here, and welcome back to some Dungeon Defenders 2 on the Xbox One. Here we go! Chaos 5. Oh, man. I've given a few Chaos 5 attempts. I've yet to win one yet, but I'm confident this is going to be the one. So, I'm going to go ahead and call it now. I think I'm going to die 20 times. Maybe more. Anyway, we are making some drastic changes, and Chaos 5, of course, brings the assassins, which can be the most ridiculous learning curve in the game. Now, luckily, I already know how to deal with them. However, they're just a pain in the butt. And one thing I've always found very, very helpful is to bust out the cannons and the cannonball stun. So I'm going with this particular mark right here with Deadly Strike's defense rate and stun fire. There's no reason I'm using a mark other than that's just the best piece I've found, and that is about it. Anyway, let's go ahead and see if we can't get a match here. Alright, so we got us a little bit of sewers. I think, in my opinion, this is probably the easiest Chaos 5 map. I thought it was the easiest map back when I did it the first time, when Chaos 5 was first introduced. And I'm kind of glad I got this one. Alright, now this is going to be my killing area. By that, I mean my assassin killing area. So I am going to just beef it up. And I'm going to go with 3 cannons. Now, assassins, when you're playing solo, of course, if you are playing in a group, a friend can always get the assassins off of you. However, when you're playing solo, you have to rely on crowd control traps and traps. Ooh, that's way over. And traps that provide, well, it's just some form of crowd control, ideally stun. So I'm rolling with the stun fire on the cannons, and that's going to make a big difference. Then I am going to go with some poison dart towers with that bad boy on it right there. As you see, I did upgrade these. As I mentioned before, I mean, I don't want you all to think I'm scared or anything. But in my opinion, the jump to Chaos 4 to Chaos 5 is the toughest jump in the game. And it's all because of these assassins. They are brutal. Anyway, so we are going to go with some poison dart towers here. And, almost forgot, we're going to throw some flamethrowers into the mix. So, I'm using defense rate Deadly Strike's power transfer on that medallion. As you see, I have upgraded that as well. Just because I want to make sure to get stuff done. Now, we do have 2 flyer lanes, one from up top and another from over there. So we're going to need to make sure we got some good flyer protection, but on the same note that we're not wasting our DU. So we're good there. Let's, I didn't get any flamethrowers in over on that other side quite yet, but that's alright. Let's see now. I think we're just going to flame it only on this lane. Since, like I said, I try to create a dedicated area for killing those assassins, and it seems to make life a little bit easier when you do that. Now, if you looked back at my channel from when Chaos 5 first came out, you would just see some crazy stuff. As far as all the stuff that I tried to be able to kill assassins. And basically it just comes down to crowd control. If you've got, say, a geyser with some knock-up, you can use that. You can use Mystic Walls. Mystic Walls were actually kind of my go-to for quite a while. Now, one thing I have noticed here is if you put the blockades at the top of the stairs, it seems like you get more leaks. if you put them at the bottom of the stairs, it seems like it's not as bad. And then you do have a couple of tricky little spots where you can put poison dart towers, and they just basically have fair reign just to wreak havoc on everything. And here is one of those areas. So we're going to have a poison dart tower shooting down this lane. Now the mobs come out and hang a right. So it's going to be shooting the mobs in the back the whole time, which is kind of nice. And I almost never lose that poison dart tower, so it's a good spot for aggro as well. And then we're going to go on this lane as well, doing the exact same thing. Now this one, I did give it a little protection versus any kobold dive bombers that come out of there. Hopefully they hit that first. And then, let's see, we need, speaking of those evil little flyers, we need some flyer control here. And then as a kind of a double dip on the flyer control, plus handling this lane, I'm going to go ahead and throw another one, say right here. Now when the flyers come out, any flyers that come right in to go for the main core, they have to basically pass both of those poison dart towers. So I am, you know, the poison dart towers are double dipping into the lanes. So I am taking a little bit of a risk, but in my opinion, it's well worth it. And then, time to flame it up. Let's go with 2 flamethrowers right there. Let's go with another one right here. Up here, we got a good spot, good potential spot to double dip, as they'll hit the guys down below, and it'll hit the guys up top here when the bads come this way. And then another one right there. Now, another benefit to this flamethrower, you want to get it outside. Actually, I've got that a little bit close. You want to get it as far out onto the ledge as possible. The reason being is this is a siege roller lane. And then naturally, if the siege roller's facing here, that flamethrower is going to be hitting it right from behind, just as it should. And it's going to do quite a bit of work for you. Now, I've got 850. I've got 50 DU left, so I overspent somewhere. As I'm going to put a flamethrower right down here covering that wall, but I do need one more. You know what? I think over here we'll go with just those 3 and hope for the best, basically. So that's going to allow me one more flamethrower up here, and once again just trying to keep it out of the way. And that's a good out of the way spot. And then my main concern really is definitely flyers, so I'm going to upgrade both of these guys in hopes that it's enough. Now, the assassins are the real deal. If you're not familiar with assassins yet, you're in for a treat. They are no joke, that is for certain. And here we do have a poison dart tower way back as a last resort. However, ideally I do want to kill all these flyers before they make it out too far. Come on, baddies, all of you die. Okay, here they come. Let's see if I can get less than 20 deaths. That would be awesome. I'm going to end up losing track. Now, basically, there are, like I said, there's a lot of assassins. There are everywhere. So one of the things you want to do, even when there's a pack there, is just try to keep your eye on the assassins and keep putting damage on them, as the assassins will despawn if you don't kill them quick enough. And in the process of despawning, they are recovered to full health. Which, yeah, now, just a smack in the face. So, let's see here. Let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and get one more round of ups on these two PDTs and just make sure we got that flyer coverage handled. And walls are going to be kind of crucial here, so gotta make sure I'm putting lots of love onto my walls as well. And then this poison dart tower, for one, just really puts in the work, so I want to show it some love as well. And then anything that's double dipping. So this is handling 2 lanes, so let's get some upgrades on those. And you see this wall over here barely stood. Now, as the waves progress and more and more and more assassins come, one thing you're going to realize pretty dang quick is you're almost powerless over anything that you can do with your defenses, as the assassins are going to keep you locked up almost the entire time. So you have to make sure your walls are healthy. Upgrade them or repair them every wave is my suggestion. On that same note with the assassins, now of course you know you've got a good chance of dying a whole lot. Now you know that every time you die, your pet cooldown resets. So spam your pet. I mean, don't waste any of the pet cooldowns. Just get the shots out there. You know, the more you use it, the better. Even if your use is not perfect with it. It's better to use it in a not ideal way than it is to try to, oh yeah. Than it is to lose the, it's better to spray it into one mob than it is to not get the chance to use it, so. Oh man. Now sometimes if you start your mana bomb right as the purple swirlies start on you, sometimes you will get it off right as the assassin pops, and that's kind of nice. Woo! We got an ogre, and I mean the bosses, like I said, for the most part, it's pretty much good game on the bosses. You gotta just hope your defenses hold out and make sure that you've got a solid build. Mr. Ogre on the way. Just die already. Now, any stun that you can add in the mix, the better. I do have Overwhelm on the weapon as well, trying to get a little bit more stun there. And, I mean, once you're a little bit more powerful, you can completely do this map with only poison dart towers and cannons. With stun cannons, of course. Now, I'm not strong enough to do that right at the moment, it looks like. However, I am still going to take advantage of that stun for my assassin killing lanes. Right, let's see. Yeah, stuff's dying down there. That's a good thing. Let's see if I get that other wall upped. I did not. What do I got left? I'm going to go ahead and just upgrade it. The walls have got to hold. They've got to make it. So, no question about it. You got to get your walls squared away. I think we'll go with this one, get a little upfront damage. It's 179 left. I never upgraded this other side, so let's go with 1 up on everything, basically. Out of everything in the corner, that is. Alright, 43 left. I think I'll save that for repairs. And wave 3 incoming. Let's see what we can do here. Like I said, in my opinion, this was the toughest curve in the game. It was much easier. You know, first, of course, the cap was Chaos 5, and we all played the Chaos 5 and then grinded the crap out of it. Now, when Chaos 6 and 7 released, the transitioning from 6 to 7 from 5 were not near as bad as going from Chaos 4 to Chaos 5. Now, once again, it's all about those assassins, and once you learn how to handle the assassins, life becomes much, much easier. Now, in addition to that, I'm kind of breaking one of my cardinal rules here, and that was I just don't have as much defense health as I need. Ideally, you're going to want to roll into Chaos 5 with it at a minimum 60k. I mean, you can get away with less if you don't mind dying a lot. But it seems like 60k is the minimum. Oh man, we got a flyer down there. Or is that an assassin? That's an assassin. Whew, okay. Scared me. Now, when those assassins do come, of course, they're cleaving everything in the area. So you got to make sure that you're staying away from your defenses and the core, as they'll take out sub-objectives. They'll do it all. The assassins do look like flyers on the mini-map, so they will fool you a little sometimes. And the deal with assassins is when they're on you and riding you, stabbing you in the face, they're then a ground mob. When they leave you and they go airborne, they are then a flying mob. So Skyguard towers can actually be very effective additions to your build here. My problem is I just didn't have enough quality relics to really mix it up any more than I'm doing right now. And I felt that the cannons, poison dart towers, and flamethrowers were going to get me a little bit further than the Skyguards. So, I mean, I don't mind dying. You guys know that. I die constantly. As long as there's no penalty for dying, I'll keep doing it. Just because it doesn't matter. It's not a big deal. Let's see. Let's go one more there. Let's get this wall bumped up another notch. Now, how were those walls? I feel like I should be upgrading them again, but I want to spend some of this 400 green mana over here. Of course, the higher you can upgrade these cannonballs, the harder they're going to hit. And the easier task the assassin kills will be. Let me just double up that. There we go. Alright, wave 4. Come on! This is actually the furthest I've made it so far. So I'm pretty stoked about that. Ooh. Alright, we got lots of flyers coming in. Just try to get a little damage on them here. Ooh, rolling in quick too. You definitely got to watch those flyers. They will make your life miserable. I don't know if you could hear it in the background there, but I popped Dragolich off right there just because I knew I was going to die. Didn't want it wasted, so I at least covered the mobs in the back with a little Drago action. Now we got a siege roller. Now it is going to be all about repairing the wall here. In between each time assassins kill me, I'm going to have to run back over and throw a repair on that wall once this siege roller gets here. Let's get it full now. Another Drago pop there right at the end just to get something going. Now hopefully these flamethrowers are going to help me a little bit. Now they're not very powerful, but I mean it's what I've got, you know. Come on. One flamethrower down. And we're actually making progress on this siege, but I am going to get just owned again. Get one more heal off on that wall. Woo! Just a mess. Alright, nice. So siege is down, one more assassin down. Woo! That was a little bit sketchy there. Let's take a look at that mark. That's not a terrible mark. I can't compare it to that piece. Now, of course, since I'm over 60 Ascension, I can use marks. Marks are very effective for me again. Alright, so where did I lose? Let me find the flamethrower that got killed. I got 2 there. I got 1 there. Oh, I got a little trip to the drink. I can't count that in the 20. Self-inflicted death doesn't count towards the assassin death counter. Just saying. See, I've got my 3 flames here still. Let me see what bosses we have coming. Alright, no siege roller. That's a big plus. Ooh-hoo-hoo. Well, this is where the flamethrowers got wrecked. So let's go back out here on that edge. I'm going to go ahead and just double up that bad boy. Let's throw a little love into this PDT now that we can. And then everything else, if I can come up with the rest for one more upgrade, I'm going to put it onto this wall right here. Well, let me see what I got here. Doesn't look like I'm going to make it. Actually, with the man down below, I'll be able to. There we go. Very nice. Alright, I'm going to leave the stragglers. Let me just get this wall upgraded. And now all the walls should at least be fully repaired, I believe. Yep. Let's see. Yep, we're good. Man, the loot lag is intense. It's just crazy. Alright, now, one of the bad parts about cannonballs, which I didn't even mention, is in Wave 4 and in Wave 5, you do have geodes. So all those cannonball shots right now are being reflected until that geode dies. So that geode needs to die, is basically what I'm saying. Now, the smart thing to do is to take a look at the lanes before... Wow, 157 health. Woo! Come on, get... Oh, I didn't get Scarnash down quick enough. He back up to full health. Anyway, the smart thing to do is look at the lane tags before the wave starts and just be there ready to go. The geode does come out in the very first pack. And that makes it a lot easier to handle them. You know, geodes, of course, are not very tough, and when they're at the front of the pack, you know, then it's no big deal. Because you don't have all the other mobs to contend with. Oh man, this is going bad here. Alright, Ogre down at least. What about Scarnash? I just can't get rid of Scarnash here. I need a little bit more of the stun going here. Woo! Dang! And Scarnash is back to full health again. Imagine that. Now, if you look on that mini-map, that bottom right wall is getting tore up by Lady Orcs. But there's just nothing I can do about it right now. I really just need these assassins to GTFO. Alright, got rid of Scarnash, got one of the babies. I think there's still another assassin though. Yep, here he comes. And hopefully those walls are holding out. Is he dead? Alright, now boss time. We got the Plaguing Hawk. Let me get a repair on that wall. Look how low that wall is. Oh my god. Come on! Just die already! Ba-bam! And there we go. First Chaos 5 win on the Xbox One. So awesome. I'm going to be in Chaos 5 a while, though. I wanted to try to get through Chaos 5 as quick as possible, but that's just brutal. It's rough. Until you get used to dealing with the assassins, you're going to die a lot. So just try your hand at any CC traps you have. Geyser traps, Mystic Walls with the knock-up, Earth Shatter Towers with the knock-up for that matter. Or actually, I don't even know if you can get that shard by Chaos 5, but anyway, anything that stuns or knocks up is going to be your friend with assassins. Look at that, too. Just stuff getting tore up. Anyway, that will do it for now. Sorry, I'm all stoked. Thank you for watching. Click that like button and please subscribe to the channel. And I will be back soon with some more DD2. See ya.